and welcome back. We hope you had an amazing Christmas. It's almost New Year's Eve, and Brucey wants to show you the new Matsato knife he got from one of his best friends. What cuts better, the Matsato or his dick? Let's get started, shall we?
Hey folks, and welcome back to the channel once again. I hope you guys had a nice Christmas. I wasn't around much for Christmas because I've been really busy, and I just haven't been into Christmas that much this year. It's so unlike me, but anyway, I've been busy. Anyway, a friend of mine gave me a Matsato knife for Christmas. You've probably seen this on TV. They always have on YouTube mostly, they always have this big Viking looking guy, and there's a whole set of them. This is the most common one. We're going to review it tonight. We're going to compare it with my favorite chef's knife, which is a Frederich circa 1985. I've had this ever since culinary school, and I've been a chef for about 40 years. Retired now. But I want to see if this thing is as good as this. Now, I have shot this in sections. I started it the day before Christmas when I was doing my prep work for turkey and ham and whatnot. So I already know the outcome at this moment in time. But I'm going to rewind in the video and show you, we're going to unbox it, talk a little bit about it, and we're going to do some cutting and see which one wins. Either the Matsato or my dick. Frederich dick. Get it? All right, let's get started. So my friend bought this for me for Christmas, and we're going to take a look at it today. It is a, Matsato knife like you see on TV, or on YouTube mostly. And it comes in a nice box, as you can see. It's a nice wooden box. It says, "We created the most exceptional kitchen knife the world has ever seen." And then it's in another language, I think maybe French, I don't know, it doesn't matter. And there's some Japanese writing on it. And one knife, length of the blade is 5.9 inches. And world's first ever premium control kitchen knife. And there's stuff on the back here, weight and stuff like that. Material blade is 1.4116 Japanese stainless steel. Now that's important because I've done a little research and we're going to talk about that later. All right, let's open it up, see what we got. Like I said, it's got a nice box here. Blacksmith heritage at your fingertips. Okay. Each knife requires 138 steps and over 2 months to be made before going through rigorous testing. Nice little box. World's first ever premium control kitchen knife. It's got a little envelope, probably instructions. There it is. Looks nice. Congratulations on your new Matsato chef's knife. Oh, that's not a chef's knife, but okay. We're excited about your culinary journey ahead, and we want to welcome you in advertisements. Okay, that's nice. We'll set that aside. Doesn't look like there's any help there. All right, let's take it out of the box. Like I said, it's a nice box to store it in, I suppose. I know there's a sheath you can buy for this, too. I don't know why somebody would want to carry it around. So let's see what we got here. We got decent weight to it. It's got a wood handle. Knife goes the whole way through the handle. That's nice. 3 rivets, similar to my Frederich dick here. Different grip right away, though. I know I'm not holding either one of them right. I'm just feeling the grip. And it's got a rigid thing there. You can use that to hack through bones. Finger hole. And I guess your finger fits right nicely up in there, too. A little awkward for me, I'll tell you right now. Even as I'm making a cutting motion, I see I'm more of twisting my wrist because of where my finger is. I'm used to holding a knife the proper way like this, where you can go more straight up and down. I feel like I have more control that way. But that's just my first impression. Now, like I said, we are going to compare it to my 1985 Frederich dick 10-inch chef's knife. And you see Frederich, you can barely see it in there. This is vintage. I mean, I'm Gen X, so of course I'm going to be vintage. And you can see this knife has been through the war, but it's still my favorite. Still my favorite. So we're going to see, cut a couple things. I wish I had a tomato because in the commercial, this thing was skimming through a tomato. But what I do have today is an onion. And I got some other things here to cut too. So let's just start into it with some Matsato. Oh, there's a tip on there. Let's take the tip off. See if it, I mean, it feels pretty sharp out of the box. I guess we're going to find out. So let's hold it the way they recommend it and slice through the onion. All right, that's not bad. This is a weird angle for me. Okay, I seem to have gotten a pretty thin cut. It's, like I said though, if you look at my cut here, on my onion, this end's thicker than this end because and that's my fault because my wrist naturally wants to go like this. Let's try again. Trying to go straight. It's hard, rote memory. Still the same thing. Not that I'm that picky. All right, I'm going to hold it the way I'm used to, see if I can get a straight cut. Try and do it as thin as possible. The knife doesn't want to glide through as easy as it does on the advertisement. You see there, it didn't even cut the whole way through. So, that's an onion. All right, let's use my dick to cut one. Now let's just work on this one. Here's how I'm used to doing it. A little better, a little thicker. I haven't sharpened this one since Thanksgiving, though. This is an awkward angle. I should be standing up properly. All right, so honestly, I'm going to say these are both about the same when it comes to that. And let's just to see how sharp this one is. We're going to put it through the paper. And I just let the weight of the knife. I'm not pushing or anything. Let's see. Like I said, I haven't sharpened this since Thanksgiving. Right through. Let's try the same test with the brand new Matsato. And it didn't say I needed to sharpen this. I mean, I feel like it did okay so far. So weight of the knife, and these, believe it or not, these knives, they weigh about the same. My dick might be a little bit heavier. I'm gonna keep using that joke, I don't care because it's funny. Frederich dick, boys and girls, get your mind out of the gutter. All right, just the weight of the knife down and up. Okay, might be because of the length of the blade. There it goes the rest of the way. Paper test right now. Okay, we're good. We're good. Let's cut something else. Next up, I got some celery here. It needs a little raggedy, but we're here. So let's do a Matsato knife first. Matsato, however you pronounce it. I'm just going to use a weighted knife. We're still testing sharpness. Went through it, not bad. Now let's hold it where you're supposed to. And try and go straight up and down. The problem is with the curved knife, look what's left. Because I didn't go the whole way through. Because it wants you to make this kind of a motion. I'm just not used to that. I'm not down on the knife yet. Here's with my dick. So far they're tied. Honestly, they are so far just tied. I don't really see a difference. But considering this is from 1985, I'm curious how long this blade will last before it needs sharpening. Now, if you saw my other videos, I did show you how to sharpen using that, what was it, the belt sander from Temu. Showed you how to sharpen some knives. Set that aside. We're not going to worry about that. All right, let's see. Let's try something a little more delicate. Every once in a while, we want to make taco salads or something. And we want to get olives, but when we buy the olives, they're not sliced. So let's see if it goes through the olives nice. Grab this one first. Now, what we're looking for is it going to tear the olive or slice it clean? 1, 2, 3. Now, this got sliced pretty clean, just using the weight of the knife. Let's try the Matsato. I'm really trying not to be biased. If anybody's going to say, oh, you didn't clean your cutting board, well, we're still veggie clean. I'm not doing any meat. Okay, Matsato knife. Honestly, about the same. Well, that was my fault. I crushed that one with my fat fingers. But yeah, the Matsato knife, it's going through like butter. I mean, I know they're just olives, but if you're using a dull knife, which I don't have one sitting here, and you go to slice olives, it can tear it up and they go into pieces. But both these knives seem to be passing the olive test. So, what's the next step? Right now, I'd have to say they're equal, but we're not done. I'm going to use this year to carve our Christmas turkey, which is tomorrow. I really wish I had a tomato. Because they did the thing on TV cutting that tomato paper thin, which I can do with this one. I don't have a tomato. Maybe I'll have one in the next section. But anyway, I'm going to go I'm going to actually use this to make Christmas dinner. We got a ham to cut up. We got a turkey we're going to be cutting up, and I'm going to use this for it. And let's see how that goes. So that's my initial unboxing on the Matsato chef's knife, kitchen knife, whatever they're calling it. Now we're going to cook we're cooking Christmas dinner, and then we're going to review the knife after a good night's use. Problem is, my family wouldn't let me videotape anything cooking Christmas dinner, so I'll tell you what happened. I did all the prep work with the Matsato knife. By the time I learn how to say it, the video is going to be over. I did all the prep work with the Matsato knife, onions, celery, other little things. I carved the entire turkey with it, and I did the ham. And here's the aftermath. Okay, so we're back and with our Matsato knife and my Frederich Dick knife. I used it for prepping the whole Christmas dinner. I cut up a lot more onions and celery for the stuffing, pretty much everything. I carved the turkey with it. Carving the turkey wasn't too bad. It actually got in there and I was able to get close to the bones with the curved part of the knife. I was okay with that. It did an okay job. When I started into the ham, though, I noticed it was doing more tearing than actual cutting. And I haven't cut any, I didn't get around to cutting any bones or anything with it. And I'm probably going to say in this section that my family wouldn't let me videotape them. They don't like the YouTube thing, but that's okay. So now we're going to do another test. We're going to cut another onion with this to see if it made a difference. Onion right here. And same thing, I'm going to hold it correctly. I'm a little better practice now. It is a lot more pressure to go through that onion. I'll tell you right now, this blade dulled just from cooking one meal. Yeah, I'm not being over dramatic either. I really had to put through some effort for that. Whereas opposed if I take my Frederich Dick, using my dick, it goes right through like it's supposed to. I just did it real quick. And then, as far as chopping it up, look, it shouldn't stick like that. See how it's sticking? It should grow through nice and smooth like this. And there you go. And yes, I did wash my hands before somebody cries about it. I'm out of plastic gloves. So I can tell you right now, this is not as sharp as it was when we did the first part. I used this to do the rest of the ham, and I cut around the ham bone with it, and it is still... Oh, give me some paper. We'll do the paper test. Like I said, we're just going to let the weight of the knife cut. Hopefully I'm right. Just weight of the knife, holding here with 2 fingers, if you can see. Down and up. Right in half. That's my Frederich Dick that I haven't sharpened since before Thanksgiving. So this actually cooked all of Thanksgiving meal on it and half of our Christmas dinner this year. All right, let's try the test with the Matsato. I stutter anyway, so go ahead and make fun of the way I talk. If that's really what you have to do during your day. Same thing, 2 fingers and the weight of it. Let's see what we got. Ready? Here we go. Down. I'm not being over dramatic. It's definitely dull. And even feeling it like this, you feel this much more dull than it was when we started, whereas my dick kept its edge. So that's that. Here's some celery we can try to buzz through real quick. Yeah, I'm getting the same effect out of this as I would from one of those cheap ones you buy at Walmart. They dull too quickly. Now, can I sharpen it? Absolutely, I can sharpen it. But why do I want to sharpen my knife all the time? I think I'm just going to stick to using my dick. So I guess now we're going to talk about my final thoughts of this video and about the Matsato knife. I said it right. Matsato. Not really that impressed. I'm not. It dulled through one dinner. This Frederich Dick knife has been with me for 40 some years. And of course you have to sharpen it once in a while, but not after every use. It's just a better knife. This is German tempered steel from 1985. They claim it's Japanese steel, but the thing is, the company's based in Lithuania, and the knife is actually manufactured in China. I don't think Japan has anything to do with this. At all. So yes, I'm a little disappointed. Sorry, Frank. I do appreciate the gift. I do appreciate, and I will use it. I will use it. I'm going to put another edge on it. I'll just use it for smaller jobs, maybe outdoor grilling with ribs or something like that. I think it'd be good for that. And it's pretty much what I think about it. I don't know what else I could say. Leave in the comments what you think. And do you have one? Do you want one? I'm trying to give an honest review. All the reviews I've seen on YouTube are basically from the company. And so you can't really count it as, I'm just a guy in a basement. I'm going to tell you what my honest opinion is. And that's what this video is. Just my opinion. I'm not an expert in any of this. Not trying to be. But at least I'm being real with you guys. My experience. And from what I understand, the research I did, the company that makes these knives, Matsato, is actually going around and killing videos like mine. If they kill this video, that's okay. I mean, it is what it is. But this is America. We got free speech. And I'm only giving you my opinion of a product that was gifted to me. Like I said, leave it in the comments. Catch you next time. Who knows what I'm going to do? I'm all over the place this year. Hey, Happy New Year. Bye.
Well, that was a little disappointing. But Bruce always tries to be real and honest about these things. Let's wait until barbecue season when Bruce starts using a smoker. I'm sure the Matsato knife will be very useful for that. Leave a comment if you stayed this long. Until next time, Happy New Year! I'm Izzy and I'll see you next time.
It's just Bruce, he don't bite.